Hi guys, today in this video we're gonna do let's say mobility flow for BJJ, or if you just like, to invert for fun, then this is also for you. And I would say find yourself a space where you have, I would say, like as I have 4 square meters in your living room, or might be better for your joints on some mats in your gym. All right, then let's get started. So we start in upright seated, and you just have your shoulders over your hips, and we're just gonna start that first little part where you just bring your hand to your side and then make that forward step with the opposite leg and come into a kind of side body. So I have that base of my bottom leg and my arm is connected to my thigh here. Make a back step, seated. And just gonna do this side to side and always stay active simply in your whole body. All right, one more to each side. And then we add our first invert. So you're gonna really make yourself super small here. You see my whole upper trunk touches my thigh, and I just pull in my head, pull it under, and push into my feet, and from here onto my shoulder, and then lower back down, back step, upright seated. And we do here a few side to side. And I just want you to feel, that getting small here, forward step, and really making yourself small, and then pushing into your feet and push yourself into an invert and get out of it controlled. One more to each side. And one last here. And then slowly come back. Okay, so for the next one, we go the same way. So I come into side body, forward step, push myself into an inverted position. And from here, I'm gonna roll over my back, and I'm gonna bend my right knee in that case, okay? So I came onto my left shoulder, and now I'm gonna bend my right knee and roll here in another version of upright seated. We're just gonna do that flow. So you come back, and then you find your way through a side body, upright seated, to the other side, side body here. Push yourself into an invert. And in this time, you're gonna bend your left knee and roll out with control, upright seated, okay? So I'm like this, right leg is straight and my left leg is bent. Okay, and I come back with control, side body here, upright seated. Okay, one more to each side. So left hand, side body here. And that's also detail. When I come down to my side body, flat hand, and then I change my hand, like from here to there. When I come down, push myself into an inverted, and with control, right knee bend, and we come back with control, side body, step back, and one last time here. And slowly with control here. Okay, so for the next one, I'm gonna stay in that position. And I'm just going to change a little bit so you guys can see that better. So what we're going to do, we're going to use same side foot, or like the outside of your foot, like blade edge, and the same side hand. And I'm gonna bridge myself up, you know, like a side plank, literally like a side plank. And then I'm gonna roll with same side beneath my own body, okay? So I'm gonna bridge up. And you see, like this time, I'm gonna curl my toes like ballerina toes. I'm gonna bend my right knee and left knee and find my way into supine here. Okay, and slowly come back. We're just gonna do a few here. So right leg straight, my right hand, fingers wide open is always easier. Push yourself up, find that balance here, and then come around. And you see, that's where you gotta work. You really gotta work. And then reach, really reach, reach, reach. And then come down with control. Okay. One last on this side. So I'm here. Balance myself. And then find my way beneath my own body. And then I'm gonna come back onto the other side. I'm just gonna switch for another angle for you to see. So this time I have my left foot, you know, outside here in my left hand, fingers wide open, bridging myself up, balancing here, okay? And I think this one is my bad side. I don't know. We will see. And then reach, reach, reach. And you see here, I'm on my toes, on the ball of my foot. And then reach, and with control. And I know this one is some work to do. But this is what we're here for. Pushing myself up, bridge here. And really find, you know, that stack of your shoulders and your hips. And then you way down into supine. One last. Put yourself up. Come around. And find your way into supine. Okay. For the next one, we stay in supine. And we're gonna roll over our shoulder. We're just gonna do that drill a little bit. So what we're gonna do, this comes from your center, from your core. So what is happening? I'm looking for one shoulder, I want to roll over. So my head has to go to the other side to have that space to roll over here. And then it's really just simply crunching in and then finding that way into a belly down position. And then walk or whatever, you know. Also, the ground you're working on allows you to pull your toes. And we're gonna do 2 on each shoulder. Other side. And then you see, like, on this mat, it's hard to pull. So I'm just gonna walk myself up, okay? And then with control, I'm gonna roll myself back into supine. Gonna do it in that angle. So you might see from there. Pull yourself up. And you also see, I use my other hand, my fingers, Just, you know, as another point. And one last over your right shoulder. Okay, good. So for the next one, I'm already gonna position myself. So in our flow, we're gonna finish in that position, belly down. And from here, I'm gonna bring both of my hands under my shoulders. And also for that, we're just gonna drill it a little bit. I just want you to simply pop up into a narrow lunge. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna really push into my hands, and it's more like a wave, you know, like popping up. And then I want you to change, you know, like for the next, let's say 4 drills, like 2 times left leg leads, 2 times right leg leads. And always the lead leg is outside of your hand, okay? So you just simply come back into belly down and then push yourself up and back down. Gonna push you up and down and up and down. And I'm gonna come one more time up. So from here, we can keep going into our flow. So from here, you can hear it's already not just mobility, it's work to do. So from that lunge position, I just simply open up, okay? I just simply open up in that way where my body is not in my own way. So if I go that way, I'm gonna pretzel myself. And if I'm gonna open up here, I'm just simply in a very wide squat, kind of sumo squat. And from here, we're just gonna do that drill, okay? My left leg leads. I open up my right knee, bring my left knee down, really completely down to the floor. And then we're gonna do windshield wipers. So my shin, just like windshield wipers down, and I'm sitting on my left butt now. So I'm gonna come back up, use your hands, lunge, squat, lunge, squat, open up, left knee down to the floor, and then windshield wiper here. One more, we're gonna open up, and from here, left knee down, windshield wiper here. We come up and stay here. Open up, bring your right knee down, windshield wiper here, and come up, down, yes. And one more here, into a lunge, open up, and come back down. All right, that's our flow. And I think, yeah, you can just like completely flow with me through that. Now, I'm just gonna rearrange my mats here. I'm gonna flow with you on one side, so you have one flow together, and then you can just go and do it on your own pace, your own style and way. Okay, so we're gonna do like smoothly, calm, and let's get started. So we start in upright seated. I start on my right side, side body here, forward step, pushing myself into an invert, left knee bends, I roll out here, into an upright seated, half squat here, right foot, right hand. I'm gonna bridge myself up, bring my left hand and my left foot beneath my body, reach, come into supine. I roll over my left shoulder into belly down. Sprawl out here. Both hands under my shoulders. I'm gonna pop up left leg leads. I'm gonna open up my right knee, squat, left knee down, windshield wiper, and you're back into seated. So that's your flow. You see it's a little bit sweaty. I hope you have fun with it, and yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, keep going.